Hey folks, Kayak DIY here, and right now you're taking a look at the new Hobie Mirage Compass. So Hobie just released this, and if you guys want to see more footage on this, check out their channel. If you want to see more details on it and how to go about ordering it, check out their website. I'm going to get all in detail on that later. But what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be digging into some of the features of this awesome new kayak. I really feel like the Hobie gods listened to us. You know, we were asking and begging for a kayak that had a lower price point, but we didn't really want them to skip out on features, and I don't think they did. Hey guys, Kayak DIY here, and right now I got some exciting news for you guys. Hobie just released that they are coming out with another pedal drive kayak, and this time it's going to be under the $2,000 price tag. So they are trying really hard, I think, to compete with what is now the lowest price kayak currently as of this date, which is the Perception Pescador Pilot, which has been successful because it is the cheapest pedal kayak on the market right now. So they came out with one that tightens that gap a little bit. Still not the cheapest, but it offers some really good features, and I think we're going to end up discussing that now here. So the Hobie Compass, let's take a look here. Okay, that's what it looks like. So let's talk about specs. So the Hobie Compass has a length of 12 feet. It has a width of 34 inches, a hull weight of 68 pounds, a rigged weight of 87 pounds. So fully rigged, they're saying it weighs 87 pounds, long story short. Capacity, it's going to hold 400 pounds. 3D mesh seating it has, which is going to be different from the Vantage CT seating that you've seen on the other kayaks that they have. But it has a lot of great features. I don't know how it's going to compare exactly, but they say it's still going to have lumbar adjustments, and it's still going to be removable, so you can put it on the beach. Like if you pull your kayak up to the beach and you want to take the seat off, you can do that, and it'll work on the beach as well. It's coming with the Mirage Drive GT, not the Mirage Drive 180. The Mirage Drive 180 is the one with reverse. It will not have reverse that will come with. I think they're not including that because the Mirage Drive 180 runs pretty close to about $800 just for the drive. And they're trying really hard, I think, to bring the price point down lower. So they're including the Mirage Drive GT instead. If you've never had the Mirage Drive 180, you might not actually miss not having reverse. You might be just fine. I had the Hobie Pro Angler 14, the 2012 model. I had it for several years. It had the same drive, and you know what? I did just fine. I never had to maintain that drive. I abused the heck out of it. It did great, and I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't necessarily find that I needed reverse. Reverse is a nice feature, but you know what? Saving a little bit of money also is also a nice feature, and that's what they're trying to, I think, do and accomplish. They're trying to offer you a really good kayak, good quality kayak, but at a lower price point. So it's not going to include that reverse, but if you decide to upgrade down the road and you want to maybe sell your drive and maybe buy the Mirage 180 drive, it's going to fit in the same Hobie Compass space. I mean, the drives are compatible to be able to be used. Also, other thing, on the stern portion of the kayak, you'll notice that a lot of them have a power pole on the back. So my understanding is that it is set up for easy rigging of or addition of a power pole. Power pole is a stake anchoring system, and they're very popular here, especially down in Florida. I see tons of people with them. It's a pretty slick setup, a little bit pricey, but once people say they have them, they love them, and they said it's the best thing they ever added to their kayak. So I don't know, I haven't gotten one yet, only because I'm all self-funded here. So everything you see, for the most part, I'm paying out of pocket for. Very little of it am I actually getting sponsored from. Except when I'm talking right now, I am actually sponsored by this company, Nines, for sunglasses. But in terms of a lot of the kayaks I get, I'm paying out of pocket for it. A lot of the accessories, like my fish finders, I've been paying out of pocket for a lot of them. Yeah, I don't have the power pole set up yet, but I think it's in the cards. I think eventually I'll probably end up getting it because it will make my life a lot easier. The Hobie Compass has a pro angler style rudder system. It does not have the twist and stow rudder system that the Outback and some of the other Hobie kayaks have. Why is that important? Well, having a PA style, pro angler style rudder system, that means the rudder drops up and down and it's recessed inside the hull area. And that's really nice because it doesn't protrude out the back, so it's not going to get as easily snagged on by fishing line. And when you want to add accessories like the power pole, it's not in the way. The rudder's not in the way. So the rudder that allows you to be able to turn and everything, that is underneath the kayak, built into the hull, kind of. So it's a really good way to have it. I think almost all their kayaks should start going that direction, just due to making life so much easier. Because if you do snag with fishing line on a rudder when you're in some serious like current or chop, it's not fun. I mean, if your rudder goes down, that could be the difference of you flipping your kayak. Not fun. So with that being said, I think that was a really smart move with the Hobie Compass. I like that. Looking at the styling of the hull on the Hobie Compass, I'll say that it really looks a lot more like a Pro Angler 12. The shape of the hull, everything, which is what I read that they wanted to accomplish. They wanted to have a lot of the stability factors of the Pro Angler series, but they wanted to have the maneuverability of the Outback. And from what I'm hearing, they did a pretty good job of accomplishing that. It is low rance ready, so low rance fish finders are going to be very easy to install on this kayak. There's a transducer plate on the bottom. You unscrew that, you pop in your transducer, you run the wires through the available area, and you can actually track mount your fish finder on the available H tracks that they include on the left and right hand side of the kayak. So they got tracks on each side. It looks like maybe the tracks are between 8 to 12 inches long, so decent sized tracks, and they'll be able to easily accommodate your fish finder, so that maybe, let's say you're going down the road and you're on a long road trip and your kayak's going to be left in the back of your truck or so, you can just pop off your fish finder, slide it out of the tracks, put it inside, somewhere locked, inside your hotel or inside your truck or whatever, and you don't have to worry about theft then as much. It also has 2 molded in rod holders behind the seat. You can see them here. The mesh bow storage in the front area is kind of nice. It's something different. So the bow area is going to have like a mesh kind of cover, and you can just kind of tuck stuff underneath. So a lot of times I'm taking a dry bag along and I stuff what I want in my dry bag. I can just stuff my dry bag right under the mesh cover and go. It's going to be a quick setup. The back area of the kayak, it has a stern bungee system, so similar to what you've seen on the other kayaks. It has an 8-inch twist and seal latch setup, or hatch, so you'll have access to the inside of the hull. You can put more stuff in the inside of the hull if you need to. So you can put your batteries in there. You can, put anything that you need to try to keep dry inside there for long trips. The colors that the Hobie Compass comes in is slate and seagrass. The MSRP is $1,949, and it is going to be available in the next month or so, is what I'm hearing from local dealers. So if you guys are interested in that, go down into our link in the video description below. So below this video on YouTube, if you click the little drop down that's just below, I'll have a link to all the dealers, basically, so you can find the dealers in your area. And then also one other thing that is important for us is for me to dedicate all my time and money into projects here based on viewer requests. If you guys can use those Amazon links for your Amazon purchases, it greatly helps the wife and I be able to continue doing this. We put a lot of money into our videos and going on trips to get more videos for you. For instance, when we went to iCast, we paid $200 per badge, roughly, or $100. Yeah, or wait, it was $100 per badge for the media to be able to just film there. And then we have hotel costs, we got transportation costs to and from there. So it gets a little bit pricey for us. And then also we have the cost of the projects themselves. One of the projects I'm working on right now for some viewers is they wanted to have an off-grid trolling motor type setup. So they wanted to be able to buzz up and down some rivers and go against some currents. And they said a trolling motor is the best way that they could do that because it was very difficult to paddle in those areas. And so they were wondering if there was some type of off-grid charging motor setup, and that's what I'm working on. I had to purchase some equipment, which is pricey, and you know, it's still going to be a very low-priced project in regards to competitors and what they're offering, but it adds up for me. So if you guys can help out in that regard, simply using the links in our video description, the Amazon links of all of our videos, it's totally anonymous. I have no idea what you're buying. It doesn't matter what you're buying. You can buy anything once you click those links. And what happens is Amazon will give us like a fund or like commission for whatever you purchase. And that helps us with having the funds to be able to do the projects that we want to do. So thanks for watching, and for more information, like I said, check out the link in the video description below. If you have any comments or questions, definitely leave them. I'll do my best to help you out in getting answers.